If you're watching this, you're probably in the same modern world history class as me, and we have a final to study for. So let's get right to it. First topic, 8.2.3. It's the 19th century, post-French and American Revolution. Napoleon just got his ass kicked, the Enlightenment is over, capitalism is booming, and industry continues to grow. It's kind of chaos, and because of that, we can see this huge mental shift. All of a sudden, regular citizens are becoming more politically active, discussing how a government or a society should function, and they're using new words for their new philosophies, also known as isms, and they're popping up everywhere. So let's go through them. First is conservatism, which arose as a defensive reaction to Napoleon overthrowing the monarchy. Conservatives hated that. For them, the monarchy was a symbol of stability, an institution that's been used for the past 1,000 years. It stood the test of time. Why change it? In general, they had a pessimistic view on humanity. Since we're corrupted by our original sin, we're too dumb to take care of ourselves, especially the lower classes. You want to give them rights, liberty, an opinion? No. They're better off being sheltered by smart, educated people chosen by providence, kings, church authority. Obedience is key to any functioning society. Conservatism accepted change, but it had to be gradual. For example, the Congress of Vienna delegates restored the monarchy, but it wasn't exactly the same. There were some updates, given the times had changed. Of course, not all conservatives were on the same page, like the die-hard traditionalists, who yearned for the glory days of the Catholic Church and distrusted any new reform whatsoever. Liberalism is next, which took a quite different stance. They had faith in humanity and loved Enlightenment ideas. They argued that humans literally cannot develop without liberty. You can't just spoon-feed us our whole lives. Society is best off when each person has room to grow. 19th century liberalism is also known as classical liberalism, as it's a bit different. They were advocates for free trade, minimal government interference, and their philosophy wasn't truly egalitarian. Not everybody was equal. They thought the best suited for government was the educated upper class. There was obviously a lot of tension between the two isms, which can be summed up by saying conservatives preferred the historical and inherited, while liberals enjoyed experimenting with the abstract and theoretical. But wait! There's more. It's time for socialism. Given the world's recent industrialization, the rising wage gap between the city worker and the bourgeoisie is kind of becoming a problem. Socialism was attractive because it promised a redistribution of wealth and an end to free trade. Humans, they argued, are best when working together, in union, each taking from a society only what they need and nothing more. Through law, we'll centralize the economy, and through education, we'll reinforce morals and ethics. So in the end, the whole system works out. Mid-19th century, there arose a specific type of socialism my little friend called communism, founded by these very cool men right here. We're not like other types of socialism. We're different. They're naive and unscientific. We're the real thing. They argued that class divide has always been the source of societal struggle, so the only way to achieve utopia was to make everyone equal and abolish private property. Karl Marx thought capitalism was stupid. The system's gonna self-implode at any moment. It might also be worth mentioning anarchism, a freak combo of radical socialism and liberalism. Anarchism is kind of vague, and it means different things in different countries, but the main idea is that we absolutely have to destroy the current government, usage of violence completely necessary, before humanity can truly be free. Social conformity is evil. Finally, the most notable of these isms is definitely nationalism, the idea of giving loyalty to a community rather than a ruler or religion, the right to be governed by one's own people, together united with a common destiny. In the 19th century, it's the hip new thing. Everyone's including it in their political campaign, and it's springing up revolutions all over the continent. There are two different types. Cultural nationalism defines a nation based on a shared language and culture. For example, the 1848 Hungarian Revolution, which came from ethnic Hungarians within Austria identifying themselves differently, therefore calling for their own government. Political nationalism defines a nation not by race or religion, but by the will of citizens to live together and accept the social norms. It's more involved with individual freedoms and ideas of the Enlightenment. A good example of this would be Napoleon and his empire. Then, the question might arise, how is nationalism different than patriotism? Well, at first, the terms were used pretty synonymously, but post-World War II, when cultural nationalism was used to justify xenophobia and racial cleansings, everyone kind of got scared of the word. While patriotism represents positive emotions and pride in one's country, nationalism emphasizes another country's inferiority. It's not like any of these concepts didn't exist before the 1800s. You could see nationalism in the citizens of the Roman Empire or in Joan of Arc's battle against the British. But these ideas weren't common enough to need a name until now. There was discussion. People were talking about it. Never before in history had there been so much political activism. The rise of all these conflicting isms is what historians deem as modern, laying down the groundwork for the rapid global change we're about to see. I'll see you in the next video. That is, if you guys want a next video, let me know. Bye.